test came back negative, but it got me thinking, how did I get here? I never imagined I would be the kind of person waking up one day wondering if I was pregnant with my 7th child. So how did one date turn into 6 kids? Well, to get there, we got to take it way back to the year 2007.
Are we getting punished? Is this gonna take long? Yes.
18 years ago, before we were mom and dad, we had this whole other life. It had been 4 months since I last saw Tim and convinced myself he was engaged. I buried any feelings I had, reminding myself I love Seth and I would wait for him. Around then, my mom mentioned a friend's son was back from school and wanted me to meet him, probably hoping I'd stop obsessing over someone I couldn't even see for years. Before church that Sunday, I grabbed lunch with an old friend who casually told me Tim was not engaged. The relationship I had spiraled about? Super short. I was stunned. Turns out my dramatic inner conclusion had zero truth behind it. Who would have thought? Sunday comes and the guy my mom wanted me to meet isn't there, but Tim is. After church, I see him packing up his guitar. I walk up with some weird wave of confidence, put my hand on his back, and say, "Hi, Tim, how are you?" He turns around, striking blue eyes and all. "Oh, hey, Chrissy, I haven't seen you in a while." We talk, we realize we have class on the same day, and he suggests lunch. My heart stops, but then we realize our schedules don't meet up. And then he just goes, "Aw, bummer. Okay, see you around." Excuse me? As I leave the church absolutely crushed, an old friend and I start making plans to get together when Tim joins us. I joke, "This guy's too cool to catch up with me," and he fires back, "Oh, so it's gonna be like that, huh? That's it. Give me your number. I'll come to campus even on a day I don't have class." The day before our lunch, I'm literally mailing a letter to Seth when Tim calls to confirm. He didn't text to confirm, he called. I thought that was different? No, mature? Either way, I couldn't stop smiling. We literally go to Chick-fil-A. This was not a date. It was just lunch and catching up with an old friend in between classes, right? He pays for me though, but that's just Tim, old school gentleman. We hit it off instantly. I'm laughing nonstop at his quick way and perfectly timed movie quotes. As we leave, I grab an embarrassing amount of those little buttermints. He teases me and I make him try one and then hand a few to him. Back at school, he parks right outside, opens my door, hugs me goodbye, and says he'd love to do it again. I walk to class realizing this really was just 2 old friends catching up, even though I kind of wanted it to be more. I began to feel sad and a little embarrassed for thinking it even had potential to be more. Then I began getting mad at myself for even thinking like that because my heart was with Seth. But 2 years is a long time when you're 19 and your life is just beginning. I head to class feeling a little down, sit down at a desk, grab my notebook out of my backpack when my phone buzzes. It's a text from Tim. "You weren't kidding. These mints are so good. I'm going to think of you every time I see them." Maybe I was getting ahead of myself. Maybe I was being naive or cocky or a little of both. But the fact that he texted me 10 minutes after just seeing one another told me he might have felt it too.
I have finally gotten to Tim, but this is not the end. This is where it gets complicated. The triangle, the twist, the actual first date. Stay tuned. And if you're new to the series, you can binge it all right here.